Hi.
Lit Circle Meeting 2. Okay, my first question was, what happened to the Daniels after they started beating up Tin Man and brought him out for everyone to beat up? Do you think they got in trouble? And my response was, I think they probably got in trouble and got multiple detentions for it. Also, I think they ran away and might not got caught too.
They probably did because, the whole school was watching.
And in the story, it also did say that Dr. Oz and Mr. Del Rio saw the robot, and I'm guessing they would be the closest to it, so.
Yeah, they both saw it. And plus, I think Donovan would probably tell on them because he really cares about the robot.
Okay.
So my first question was, will the rest of the kids in the academy help Donovan because he helped them get a new motor? And I said yes, I think they will because they started to like Donovan more and more. And especially since he helped them get out of summer school by bringing in his sister, who was pregnant, to help him with the class.
Okay. I agree with what you said. But also, another reason they might help him is because they started to like him, not even just for the motor and getting him out of summer school, but that's kind of the reason, he's doing so many things that he doesn't have to do for them, and he's doing it for them without getting anything back in return. That's how he he cares about them.
Well,
and he wants better for them because, he said he gave YouTube to Noah, and Noah he was, smarter than all the other kids at the school, and his sister said, oh, he's stupid or whatever, and he was like, no, he's not, and defended him, so.
Yeah, well, I think he is getting something back from it because he gets to stay in the school longer, which is what he wants.
True, but he is coming closer to getting caught, but also he's still trying to make the best. But
Yeah, he kind of wants to make friends with those people.
okay. My second question was, does Katie tell her husband that her and his dog are pregnant and her and his dog are pregnant about the same amount of time and are not the happiest people in the world or dog in the world? And I said yes, but I don't think she will tell him everything. And she will probably get emotional while talking to him because he's been gone and she has the stress of having a dog that's about to have babies. So.
Yeah, I think she would tell her husband, but she wouldn't mention that the dog only liked her brother, who's Donovan. And, yeah.
I also agree with you with that, but also, I think that the dog having babies is going to be even more stressful, and I think that if her husband doesn't get back to that house soon, or hit their home soon, then it's probably going to be a breaking point of Katie, where she's going to snap.
Yeah. Okay, so my second question was, will Noah get out of the academy? And yes, Noah's determination to get out of school, the academy, and Donovan's likeliness to get kicked out would probably get both of them kicked out.
I agree, and I also didn't get why Noah would help Donovan with his test and cheated. I don't get why Noah knows that he's he's the smartest kid. He knows he's the smartest kid out of all of them, but still, he's...
Well, we still don't know who really got Donovan kicked out, but I think it's likely that Noah...
So he knows he's the smartest kid at their school. He knows he's the smartest kid at the school, and still he's trying to get out and trying to get himself in trouble for some reason.
Well, kind of because he doesn't like how he has to do all this stuff because he's already smart enough.
True. Okay.
So my third question was, who helped Donovan on his test? And I think Noah did, because Donovan helped Noah with many things, including discovering YouTube.
I also agree with you, but I thought that Chloe did because she helped him study, and she said that he would need a miracle to get a good grade on the test. And she said that I guess she meant like she probably did. So.
Yeah, kind of. I think Chloe has, she's more honest than Noah.
And also, he took the test on the computer, so it is really hard to figure out who did that.
Yeah, especially since they can just hack into the system without them knowing.
Okay, my third question was, will Katie and her husband reunite, and will Donovan get caught by Dr. Schultz before the principal of the school finds out first that he tested him?
Yeah, I think he will find out about Donovan eventually, but maybe he'll have this problem solved by then.
Also, I agree with that, and I think that, like, there's gonna be at one point when he takes a test, and, like, when Dr. Schultz, like, sometimes hear it, I think at both of them are gonna find out, and they're both gonna, like, go there and catch him, and then I feel like that when there's gonna be, like, a flip in the story, that, like, when, Dr. Schultz, like, will see him one day, or, like, he'll forget to, like, hide like he did in the school dance with the cap one. Dr. Schultz, I feel like, is going to see him or recognize his name, and then he'll, like, secretly go there and look at him and then figure out who
Yeah,
it is.
definitely, because Dr. Schultz is kind of part of the community at the academy.
He's, like, a community of everywhere. And also, I think that since Dr. Schultz was, like, interrogating everyone, that it's going to be really easy for him just to find one person.
Yeah. So, for the sensory language, I did. Picture a 4'11" praying mantis suffering from extreme malnutrition with a long nose and glasses that were last in style when President Truman wore them. And this example uses imagery. This helps the reader understand how Noah Euclid looks as Donovan describes him.
I did the same thing, actually, for my second one, but my first one was seriously, I know he was, it said in the story, seriously, I knew he was a Titan, but I didn't know that the most Titanic thing about him was his caboose. I said he's describing the basketball player that's on the team, and he is describing another player using sight again by calling his butt big. And also, I thought it was a little weird that he was looking at his butt.
Well, it wasn't no, it was kind of a statue, not a player.
No.
The Titan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it was a statue. Second one.
My second one was a convulsive high-pitched cackling filled the lab. And this example uses sound. This helps the reader understand how Noah reacted when he found out about YouTube. Because he's so excited.
Picture a 4 foot. My second one was the same as yours. Picture a 4'11" praying mantis suffering from extreme malnutrition with a long nose and glasses that were last in style when President Truman wore that.
Tin Man.
I said I don't know why I put Tin Man, but yeah. So.
Wait, what did you write for like the answer? No, what does this description help the reader understand the story?
Oh. I said this shows how Donovan imagines the statue, and also he uses sight to describe all the characteristics of this dude. Of this dude that's a statue. Okay. So, dialogue. So, it said to select a and copy down below one piece of dialogue or an exchange between multiple characteristics that reveals something significant to the reader about the setting, plot, or characters. So I did the whole dialogue between, I said in the story, the conversation between Mrs. Miss Bewaqua, and Donovan said it's impossible someone can control the computer remotely. Mrs. B said, and Donnie said, I wouldn't have a clue how to do that. Mrs. B, which is what Donovan said, and Mrs. B said, I believe you could never accomplish such a thing, but the person who achieved that score could. And then Donovan said, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Mrs. B said, yes, you do. I want the name, and I want it now. And I said that it's important because she knows he didn't get the score, and that means that the Academy staff can be getting closer to realizing why Donovan is actually at the Academy, and what his big secret is, which means Donovan won't go to the Academy and will get in big doo-doo.
Yeah, I agree with you, and he doesn't really know who did it, who cheated on his test.
She doesn't have proof that someone did that, but still.
Yeah, he hasn't really been showing the skill he showed on a test in regular school.
Also, it was a computer test, and it wasn't a written test. If it was a written test, it probably would have been way better.
Yeah.
To figure out who did it.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to cheat on the written test.
Yeah.
Okay, so my dialogue was, how was the field trip? Asked the driver. Fun. Chloe nodded enthusiastically. We were at a pelvic exam, and we listened to a fetus, added Noah. The driver seemed bewildered. We're gifted, I explained. And I said that this is significant because it shows that the group of students were enthusiastic about the hands-on education. This also tells the reader that Donovan succeeded in helping the Academy.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
So we went over our sensory language, our dialogue, and our questions.
Okay.
We have the figurative language to go.
So, what type of questions do you guys have about the story?
My question was, what happened to the Daniels after they started beating up Tin Man and brought him out for everyone to depart, and do you think they got in trouble?
I think they got in trouble.
Yeah, that was a pretty serious crime.
Yeah, for beating him up because they worked really hard on that robot, and they worked so hard. And plus, Donovan, I don't think he was that upset. I mean, well, he was upset, but he wasn't that upset because he didn't really do anything with the robot. He just put stickers on it. It was
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what were your questions?
I said, why did he not go back to Hardcastle? And then,
Why did he not go back to Hardcastle?
yeah.
Because he's struggling to prove that he's supposed to be at the Academy just for a cover to stay at the school until Dr. Schultz is done, or it's the end of the school year, but he's struggling to do that, so he might be going back soon.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said he thought he was a perfect hideout. And I said, why did he not do anything with the robot?
Well, he really couldn't do it because he wasn't actually supposed to be in the Academy, and he wasn't that smart.
Yeah, he can't do anything because he didn't really know anything about robots. And then, why did some teachers want Donovan out of the school or like the academy.
I think he didn't really. Well, the teachers probably thought he didn't deserve it because he didn't show that he was smart in their class.
I said he was like failing all of his classes.
Yeah.
Much.
I agree with Stephanie. Okay, so now we are on to figurative language.